Heidi ho, Gamerinos! It's Insamity here with Stanley Parable. Now I know this game is old, it's been out for a while, but this is the first time I've been able to play it. It's a narrative game, so someone's going to be telling me what to do. I can either do what he says or do the opposite. So I'm going to be doing a couple videos of this, so let me know in the comments if you want me to do what he says or go the other way. I know there are different outcomes and endings, multiples, tons of different kinds. So I'm going to try to do a couple videos to reflect and show different endings. So let's get started. I pre-ordered...
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Ooh, does he not step out of his office very often?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Really? Well, I guess we'll check everything. I don't know if there's a point. Why are all these computers left on? Did, like, everybody just disappear?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Hey, I'll touch whatever I want to touch, thank you. As I was saying before the intro started, I pre-ordered Undertales. It comes out on the 15th of August, so next week I will be doing a Let's Play of Undertales. I'm excited to do it because I've never played that game before, and I think it's awesome it's coming out on the PlayStation.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Really? Did I? I don't think I'm going to listen to you right now. I think I'm going to go right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
So,
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
why would I admire the employee lounge? I'm just thirsty. It's my drink snack time. Let's go get a drink. That's what I'm doing.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Oh yeah. This is such a gorgeous room. Such an eye-opener. $1.25 for a canned soda?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Oh, shut up. I'll sit in this room as long as I want to. That's expensive
At
for
this
a
point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, shush. How is it that every time I start talking, you start talking? It's kind of rude, you know. Alright. I like how
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
What message is that? You trying to get me out of this room? Huh? What if I stay in here a little longer? You gonna say something else? No. Okay.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
First door on my left. Ooh. It looks interesting. Do I want to go in there? I think not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey. Well, this looks promising. Let's explore. Ooh. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. $5,000 for jumping? I think I'm gonna
Look,
jump.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? What?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Prove it to me. That was fun. That was good. Alright, let's see what you have in store for me.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Did he now? What? No. I like blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Well, I'm gonna walk through the blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, so you just moved the blue door? I'm gonna walk through the blue door.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley.
Ha.
You want to know so badly what's out there?
Yes.
You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Ooh, what's in here?
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given
All
me
that.
absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what.
Skill
Let me
trees.
take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third
What?
option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
That is tempting. I've already disobeyed him so many times already. Let's try this door. Why is there a hole in the door? Multiple holes. Let's do this.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I do like the more choices. Let's go with 5.
You see, I knew I was onto something. Where
Yes.
do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Ooh.
You can't teach that, Stanley. don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. Oh. What? The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. That's a lot of doors open, a lot of steps taken. Oh, not a lot of awards won. 21% of players skipped the intro sequence. Only the... Hey, you put me at the very bottom? That's not nice. I don't want to be that low. You're mean. What do I... Do I go back at this door?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No. You put me at the bottom.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Are you liking the game so far? It's funny.
In this game, the
What?
baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I ain't playing this just because you told me to play it for 4 hours. No.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Yes.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's
Bye.
over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Sounds good.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, where are you taking me now? What game am I being led into? Really? Who would I play that baby game for 4 hours? I know that you actually have to do that. You don't have to, but I know that is an alternate ending, is to play that for 4 hours. I think I'll pass.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing
It's
to do.
Minecraft!
But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley.
I can't do anything.
Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
I love Minecraft. This is awesome. He's building a house.
This will go here. No, here. And then...
Building a house out of dirt. That's so wrong. Dan's so cool at the same time.
Yes, of course.
This
And
is
just to finish it
awesome.
all off... Yes, it's complete.
That is such an...
I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience.
Let's go inside.
Step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Oh yeah, this tiny little horrible built house. Why not?
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect?
Oh yeah.
It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must
Feeling claustrophobic.
rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything.
Yeah,
yes.
diamond.
Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
We get to mine? Can this game get any better? This is so cool. This is awesome. I can't jump. So, I guess I have to go down. This is so freaking cool. You hear that? It's the Minecraft music.
Oh my. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. Give me a torch.
No. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind.
Is...
I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you
Didn't
feel
hurt me.
utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all.
So
1 out of
far
5.
down.
Even the diamonds couldn't save
I
this
heard
one.
a spider.
Okay, new game.
I heard the spider. Aw, I wanted to keep playing. That was really cool. I wonder what game he's gonna do next.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
Is this what I think it is? It is.
Trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
This is Portal. That's awesome. We are playing Portal. This is so cool.
Oh, it's a puzzle.
Ooh.
Critical thinking, Stanley.
Oh yeah, this is very critical. Just to put something on it to weigh it down.
Genius.
And now it's open.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's
Hey.
plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can
What?
pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings.
I don't need
certainly
you.
don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then, I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Goodbye. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna leave you hanging there. See what happens in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was definitely different, but it was fun. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to poke that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.